We have got some very cool MTG Arena news, which is not a sentence that I say very often, but I'm super excited when I can. MTG Arena has announced, initially with more details to follow in the coming days, a $2,000 cash prize tournament through the Arena client. This is a huge step. We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot of reactions to check out. The video starts right now. Special thanks to our Patreon supporters who power our channel. Check out our Patreon for monthly giveaways, exclusive content, and even a starring role in our fan fight series. Link in the description below. Hello and welcome to the day. Thank you for spending your time with us. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel are Magic. I am Joel. We've got a big tournament in Arena that anybody can join in and play to discuss. But first, if you like the video by the end of it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump over and talk about this tournament. So this was first announced on Forbes and shared by the MTG Arena official Twitter. The Arena Open is what it's called. It is a $2,000 cash prize 2-day tournament, with day one seemingly being best of one and day two being an invite only if you get to this end step down here of 7 wins that you can play in that day two and possibly win some cash. This is huge. Previously, we have had major tournaments through the Arena client, but you have had to qualify through the laddering system, which some people don't have enough time to do in their day-to-day life. This Arena Open is awesome. It provides everyone the opportunity, just like a GP, to go in, pay the entry fee, and compete in some high-level tournament play with very good prizes awaiting you on the back end if you do well. So let's go over the few details that we have. The first one is that instead of rigidly timed matches, players can take breaks at their own discretion and choose when to compete. What this means is that as long as you log in and complete your 7 matches on May 30th before you get 3 losses, you get that token that we saw in the picture to proceed to day 2. Then on May 31st, the final day, it's a 2-day tournament, they need to win at least 6 out of 7 matches before receiving 2 losses in order to win cash rewards. Cool note here is that day 1, it's not a one try. You can, if you want to pay the entry fee again, try multiple times to win that 7 wins in day 1 so you can qualify for day 2. A detail that not a lot of people are reacting to well is that day 1 play is going to consist of best of 1 matches. Everything's going to be determined by 1 match. You are not going to be playing best of 3 in the day 1 structure. This is interesting. Since anyone can enter and qualify for a cash prize by meeting the requirements, the purse for the event scales with the number of entrants. So hypothetically, if 100 players win all of your matches on day 1, qualify for day 2, and win all of your matches there, the tournament might be paying out $200,000 in cash prizes. It's very interesting. It's not, you know, a sliding, or it's not a set scale. It does slide with how many players are competing. If you win all your matches, you just win $2,000. That's just how it goes. That's very cool. I'm a big fan of that. So we got some tournament details here. Day 1 is on May 30th. That's the Saturday following Memorial Day. So the week of Memorial Day, that Saturday, is when this tournament is going to be happening. Day 1 is going to be standard best of 1. Entry options are 20,000 gold or 4,000 gems. So let's take a look at this. I pulled up Arena here. 750 gems is $5. 4,000 gems, 3 repeating. So if I'm doing this math right, it's roughly $25 to participate in this if you're just buying the gems straight up to enter. Length of event is 7 wins or 3 losses. Now, just for entering, you are getting the 5 promotional Godzilla lands. They did a secret layer of these. You're going to get them straight up for your $25, even if you just go in there 0-3 and walk away. You'll get the 5 Godzilla lands. That's cool, I guess. No win-based rewards. Oh, the win-based rewards are here. You don't get anything for your first 2. By your 3rd win, you're getting some gems back, and then obviously you want to get that 7 wins. You want to get half your entry fee back, and you get the day 2 token. Then day 2, May 31st, players must join between 8 a.m. Pacific and 10 a.m. Pacific. So between 11 and 1 Eastern, or 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Pacific, you got to join on that day 2, which will be that Sunday. Standard best of 3. I'm not sure yet if you have to play the same deck and you just add a sideboard, or if you needed to register a deck, or if you can just walk in with a different deck. So best of 1 day is going to be all freaking burn decks and aggro decks, and then your day 2 is going to be all Yorion decks. Whee! Length of event is 7 wins or 2 losses. You don't get any rewards for not winning. On your first win, you get the other half of your entry fee from day 1 back, which is very cool. On the way up, you're getting a ton of gems, and then at 6 wins you win $1,000, and 7 wins you win $2,000 straight up. That's it. Get in there and win your cash. Let's take it over to Twitter and look at some reactions. So we've got full details coming in tomorrow's State of the Game. I am filming this on the 18th at 7 Eastern. Andre Mengucci saying, love this. Arena needed an in-game platform for prize money events. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Mr. Mengucci, this is exactly what Arena needs. Cash events. This needs to be regular. This needs to be once a month. Run this thing all the time. Make some cash, Wizards. Give some players the opportunity to compete for cash. Real tournaments. This is so dope, and you will get so much hype for this. People will be streaming it. This is just such a cool thing. Mostly WoW is day one best of one. Lots of people aren't really happy that day one's best of one. I think that that's probably an effort to make it more accessible, and you can come in, play a game, walk away, come in, play a game, go walk your dog, come in, play a game, go make a salad. You know, I don't understand why it's best of one completely, but I'm sure that they'll have some justifications in the State of the Game. And honestly, it's probably about making day one very accessible. They want people to pay the $25, even if they can't sit down and commit, you know, 3, 4, 5, however long hours it would take to complete all your matches if you made it all the way to 7, especially with best of 3. But since day 2 is more about winning the money or winning a ton of gems, what you really want to do is day 2. That's when you're getting some value back. At the very least, you're getting your gem value back. If you can just day 2 and then get 1 win, you get your entire value back. Okay, and that's from winning a bunch of best of 1s and then 1 best of 3 before 2 losses. Right, you get your full entry back. It's very, very cool, very doable. 5 Godzilla lands are in MTG Arena. We knew that. At Mythic Meebo is talking about, if you day 2, do you use your same best of 1 deck but add a sideboard, or do you play a completely different deck? I would guess, I don't know the answer to this, and this is very important to this entire structure, especially since we're splitting formats, day 1 being best of 1, day 2 being best of 3. This is very important because people need to know how to prepare, and my guess would be that you can have, since it's an entry token, unless that token gets somehow imprinted with what your best of 1 deck was, I would assume that we're going to have 2 different decks eligible that you can come and register a second deck that is more tuned for best of 3 on that day 2. People always salty about standard. It's not time for bans. Learn how to play around it. Can't wait to play against Fires and Agent every round. That's probably honestly true and is contradictory to my previous statement of stop griping about standard, but you know, just play a different deck. We saw the Red Bull lists. The Red Bull tournament lists were pretty varied. So jump over there and find yourself a deck list, play it a lot. A good deck run by somebody who doesn't know how to pilot isn't as good as a medium deck that is absolutely run by a house of a pilot. Okay, if you know it inside and out, you can compete, get in there. It's best of 1. Make that day 2. I like this. Does this announcement announce that there will be no standard BNR announcement until after the arena opens? So that would be 2 weekends from now. Yeah, second weekend from when I'm filming this. Blake Rasmussen says it's not meant to say or imply any such thing. So that's very interesting. Kind of leaves the door open for a banning in standard prior to this tournament. Daniel Fournier is not a big fan of best of 1. Not many people are. You know, it happens, especially the spikes. Most toxic meta imaginable. That is an exaggeration. This is an example of what an exaggeration looks like, everybody. I have to go with Prairie Paladin here. They're gonna get this like, the internet disagrees. Oko, Eldrazi Winter, Necro Summer, Kamigawa Affinity, Callblade. Yeah. This isn't bad. Yep, this is a great start. And a lot of people crying about best of 1, and that's fine. I think that, you know, this is them trying something. This is something that a lot of people have asked for a very long time. I think this is a huge step in the right direction, and I, for one, am very excited to be competing and streaming this event come the 30th and the 31st. I'm checking my calendar. If you like the video and want to see more like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know down below what you think of this. Will you be competing? Are you over standard? Will you be competing even though you're over standard? I think that's completely fair as well. That's probably where I fall. Mostly I've been playing Commander lately because it's really fun. I will be competing in this, though, because I like competition. I'm a huge fan, and I want to support them doing this. I want to support them taking this constructive criticism that they get after the tournament's over. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of hot takes and first impressions, but I want them to really see what they can do to perfect this and have this happen very often. If you want to support us further, we've got a Patreon. The link is down in the description below. And if you want to catch us streaming, we're streaming on YouTube, we're streaming on Twitch. Hit that notification bell so you know when we go live on YouTube. Or go check us out on Twitch if you want to see us stream over there. I'll catch you later. I'm tapped out.